Hello everyone, Marissa Miller here, and I just thought I would do a little writing update on my work in progress. My last video on June 30th was talking about my goal for this project and publishing it by October, and I listed out all the things that I needed to do, and the first thing on the list was finish writing the book. So this is a little writing update on that. I am in my room. I'm being a grub in bed right now, but I do have my laptop because it is too hot. It's too hot in the shed. It's the middle of the day, and yeah, I tried and it just got too hot, so I had to come inside. So now I'm like camped out in front of the fan and it's blowing my hair all weird. Anyway, basically I'm writing. It's July 5th now. I've been plugging along pretty good, and then I got to chapter 11. And so basically the way that this book is planned out is that there's going to be an even number of chapters because there's two different perspectives, and it goes, perspective 1 is odd chapters and perspective 2 is even chapters. So if I add any chapters to either side, then I have to balance it with the other to keep it even. So I got to chapter 11 and I realized on my outline that there were two things that were supposed to happen. There was like a mid-chapter break, and it was going to be these two different things. And as I was looking at it, I decided, you know what? No, this needs to be 2 chapters. So this is going to span, for this perspective, chapters 11 and 13. And so then I was like, okay. And I needed to adjust for that basically within my chapter 12. So I was like, okay, so that means, I have to balance chapters 12 and 14 to like mirror the balance of that basically. And so then I got to writing, and I was writing chapter 11 as per the new plot line. And then when I went to plug it into my little format thing, it ended up being 21 pages, so a bit too long. So then I had to split it again. So this chapter 11 went from being just chapter 11 to chapters 11 and 13 to now, because I had to split it again, it's been made into chapters 11, 13, and 15. Originally this book was going to be 14 chapters. So with that, then I had to adjust for chapters 12, 14, and 16 before getting back on track to what was originally intended to be 13 and 14, which is now 17 and 18. Keep track of that, I dare you. So I got it all figured out. I did an outline here. It's everything, So I have it figured out. I had to come up with some additional things because the way that the plot was coming together, I needed the 2 chapters that were originally 13 and 14 that are now 17 and 18, like they needed to stay together. It ended up being a thing. I took some planning. I had to figure out some additional things to do because the progression of the even chapter perspective was going like just fine and stuff. So then when I went and I started throwing some bumps in the road from the odd chapter perspective, then it was like I had to, figure out things to add in and adjust in the even chapters. So it was a whole thing. Anyway, back on track now. I am working on chapter 14. I have 11, 12, and 13. They're already done. We're getting there. So now I have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I started with 5 chapters 2 chapters ago, and now I have 5 more chapters 2 chapters later. Still keeping up though. The timeline still looks good. I should still be on track for completing everything that I needed to complete in July as per my last video. So just gonna keep plugging away at it, and yeah, this does eventually get finished and make it out to publication and people read it, then this video will make a lot more sense because I know that there's no story context. But that's just I said I was going to do little updates during thing about like along the way of what I was doing during the list, so I just thought that I would do this quick little writing update. So getting closer. The step after this will be formatting. I have been formatting roughly. I've been formatting as I go. Like each time I finish a chapter, I go in and I plug it into InDesign. but I probably will do a video more so on that next. So that is all. Anyway, thanks for watching and stopping by and listening to my little rambling update of confusing chapter nonsense. I appreciate it. See you guys next time. Bye.